Hi, I'm Kayla Rhum, and this is my ceremonial speech. There are a few things to say about my dad. He's an excellent teacher, so I've been told. He's a great coach, he's hilarious, and most importantly, he's a great father. Those are the most important reasons why he's worth honoring. He's the one that got me interested in teaching. He'll come home and tell us stories about his students and how funny or how misbehaving they've been, and I just have found that always inspiring. Just listening, he's also a great coach. Everyone that I've talked to has no negative comments about him. And I would see him on the sidelines yelling at them and telling them that they can do their best. And I remember thinking, man, I wish I could be like that someday. Ever since then, I've always wanted to coach and teach. He's a hilarious person. In every situation, he always seems to crack a joke to lighten the mood. I remember when my grandpa passed away, he would always talk about the good times we've had, and he would always try to make a joke about them. Even now, he jokes about him. He says, "Now, what would your grandpa do if he was still alive?" No matter the mood, he's always doing something to make people laugh. He'll sing along to the radio and play the air drums and play the air guitar just because he can, and he'll always get a smile or a giggle out of someone, whether it's me, my mom, or my sister. I remember one time when I was in a bad mood, he would always say, like, "Now don't you laugh, don't you smile." And it would always make me smile. I don't even know why it was so funny. It just was. He always keeps his promises to everybody, even if it hurts him to do so. I've always honored that, and that one thing that I've learned from him. There's one story that comes to mind. It was my junior year about 3 years ago. He told my mom he was going to stop being a high school wrestling coach because there was too much drama going on within the coaches. Then he was thinking one day about it, and he remembered the promise that he made one of the two wrestlers. He had their older brother as a wrestler, and when he found out that he had twin brothers, he was so excited, and he was like, "Yeah, you know, I'm gonna coach them all the way through the high school year." So he made a promise to them and to himself that he wouldn't give up, no matter how bad the program got. When he was debating about quitting or whether to stay or not, he remembered that promise that he made to himself and those wrestlers. So he stuck it out, and they graduated last year. So he was going to quit after that, but then they got a new wrestling coach. So now he's really looking forward to it and can't wait for this next year. I learned from that experience a very important life lesson. It taught me that no matter how hard something gets, if you make a promise to someone, you keep it and don't give up on them, because you may be the only one that has faith in them. My dad and I are really close. We like a lot of the same stuff. Whenever the Cardinals are on, we sometimes, depends on our schedules, we always try to watch it together. There was a game that I remember that I had to watch by myself. It was the 2006 World Series championships, and he was gone, so I watched it myself. And I remember the game. Through the whole game, I was like yelling at the TV, telling him to do better. And I remember my mom saying, "You're just like your father. You're saying stuff that he would say, you're just like him." And I've also picked up on some of his habits, not all good. There are some few bad habits. I'm yelling at the TV, I yell at drivers on the road if they're just driving slow or crazy or whatever. I try to watch all the games and keep up on the newest country music. And whenever the CMAs are on, we try to watch them together and predict who's going to win. Okay?